I think this is really neat. We're going on to Claude Bot. I think this is funny just because of the people involved, or OpenClaw. Sorry, I'm like 2 names behind. OpenClaw nukes Meta AI safety director's inbox. She couldn't stop it. Yes, you read that right. So she
didn't read the manual. There was a simple command she could have done, /stop.
Well, she is the safety director of Meta AI, and she accidentally nuked her own email during a context compaction. This has been making the rounds again for the same reason, because of who she is and her position in Meta. What have you seen as of this? Some of the discussion.
Well, mainly that. The main things I saw were Peter Steinberg's responses, which were like, hey, I think it's awesome that you post this. People pointing fingers at this are silly. It's great to learn, and this can happen to anyone. So there's an interesting thing that I saw there that was like the compaction stripped out a safety instruction. And so it's interesting that people maybe don't think about compaction. You need to have things that need to persist in the persisted context, like in memory.md. And you need to understand what is vulnerable to compaction and rot and all that. And the critical guardrails should be in code or should be in always present context and not in a conversation that's subject to compaction. But the other thing is, he said /stop does the trick, and it's, nobody bothers to read the manual. It's kind of how people have been using OpenClaw from the beginning, from when it was very insecure, from when it was very immature. And here was, Peter just sharing what he's building, and it's not his fault that millions of people took it on. But he published like all the risks. He had a security document saying you need to do all this, you need to keep all these things in mind. Nobody read it, and so I think that there should be like some required reading for knowing how to manage this. Like when I was learning to ski. I know we're trying to keep this rapid fire, but it's just like very relevant. I wasn't taught how to brake. I was in Switzerland, and I was taught by some Italian instructor, and she just kept saying pizza, pizza, and it's like, okay, yeah, you do the angle, but she didn't explain that you have to like dig into the snow. So I couldn't brake, and it was very dangerous. And I think the same thing applies to something like OpenClaw. Like one of the first things that you should learn is where's the brakes.
And I think one important thing here is if you really want to be safe. So I have a different email provider, and I made my own CLI for that. And that CLI does not have delete. It has archive. And so you could run a wrapper around GOG, which doesn't pass through the delete command. You could and not give the source of that command anywhere. You could change the permissions you give to when you do your Google auth. You don't have to click every box. So, like you said, you want to have your safeguards in code and not in context, because you could throw away that instruction.
Yeah. Plus, like I'm highly security conscious, and I've got things pretty locked down, but like I don't give it access to my email. And it's going to be a while before I do, and maybe I'm losing out on some stuff, but not so much. I've got the Workspace Studio email summaries. That's pretty much all I really need for email. I think there's been some clear guidance from the beginning about the risks of giving it access to your personal accounts. I'll say another interesting, just to pull on this thread a little bit, is I've been really excited to explore kind of collaborative environments. Like I've got this engineer that with one of my OpenClaws, and we talk to it, and it's like, wow, like everyone's talking about like one person, many agents. But like, what about many people in one agent, and having it like facilitate brainstorming and collaboration and debugging? Like I thought that's great, but apparently that's very dangerous if you have adversarial people and if you have like a personal account. And there was a huge thread about it on X where 5 different people said, here's my fork, or here's my version that is more geared toward multiple people. And Peter responded to several of them saying, yeah, good luck making that secure. Like if you're going to do that, if you're going to do a company Slack OpenClaw as opposed to your personal assistant, personal in all caps, don't give it your personal email. Give it its own account, give it its own email, have it be work only. Like you have to sandbox like your personal email from anything that's vulnerable.
Well, maybe this is the wrong time to announce this. We were thinking about having a Discord channel called All Claws Invited. So we're gonna give it a try. But like you said, this is at your own risk, right? If this is hooked up
my
to your
first
Venmo,
response to that when we discussed it was, "Come get your prompt injection." You know,
yeah, exactly. So at your own risk, do not hook this up to, I don't know, the missile launcher on your front lawn. All right. What did you think about that clip? I hope it was useful. Check out the link in the description for the full episode. And we have new episodes coming out every single week, sometimes several times a week, about the latest AI news. We're doing a deep dive into OpenClaw soon. Check out our Substack. Follow us on all the different social media programs. Ask us questions. And check out our Discord, where we have lots of good AI chat discussions. Links are all in the description. See you next time.